In this episode, we're going to look at 4 hidden bourbon gems that you need to go find. Hey, welcome back. My name is Zach. Thank you so much for joining us on Barrels and Bark. If you like this episode and like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button and join us on the flavor trail of barbecue and whiskey. So whether you're a beginner or you're someone who's been digging into bourbons for years and years and your palate has amazing range, there are some certain bourbons that you probably have seen on the shelf and you've always wondered, are they any good? Well, I want to talk about 4 different bourbons that I think are overlooked. A lot of times maybe are hidden gems, are ones that have this amazing flavor that don't get all the hype and maybe all the press that others do. And so today we're going to look at 4 different ones that I think are hidden gems, are ones that I can find anywhere, that have amazing flavor, that can probably even compete with some of the big boys out there. And so today we're going to look at those. First one is this, is Cooper's Craft. This is barrel reserve. It's 100 proof. This bottle, I think, is one of the best values you can get out there. It has one, I think, a pretty cool shaped bottle. Number 2, the flavors in this are amazing. What's unique about Cooper's Craft is they actually dig ridges into their barrels, into the staves, creating a little bit more flavor and a little bit more of that oak that gets into the bourbon. When I sip this, I think I get a lot of vanilla. I get a lot of that banana Foster's flavor. You get some of that oak influence in it. Again, some of that red apple, clove, cinnamon, some of those spices. But it's an easy sipper, 100 proof. Has some great flavor that stick out. I think it's one of the best just drinking it neat. If you're one that's maybe not super used to the strong alcohol, or maybe the 100 proof is a little bit high for you, drop a couple drops of water in there, and that might actually soften it up a little bit for you. But I think it has this amazing flavor that you definitely need to go out and find Cooper's Craft, and you'll love it as much as I do. Second bottle of the hidden bourbon gems is Maker's Mark 101. Now, this is a bottle that I think most of us, if you're like me, have ignored. I am not a huge Maker Mark fan, and so when I see 101 for years, I looked at it, kind of passed it by because I thought, I just don't like that flavor profile. But someone told me about it, I bought a bottle, and man, oh man, was I surprised. The flavors in this stand out super strong. I love the proof on it. The 101 gives it a little bit more punch. I think just adding a little bit more of that proof brings in more depth of that flavor. I think it rounds out some of the harshness of the alcohol and the flavor with it. When you sip it, I think I get a lot of the strong oak and caramel. Some people I know get some of that spice of honey. I get vanilla, that almost that fake artificial vanilla frosting that you get for birthday cakes and cupcakes. I get a little bit of that vanilla kind of high flavor there. I get dried fruit, but overall, it's just a great sipper. It's a great bottle that is affordable. You should be able to find this on almost every single shelf. For a while there, this was pretty hard to find, but now I see it everywhere. And it's just a great bottle for neat sipping. Number 3 on the list of bourbon hidden gems. This is one that I think is overlooked all the time. One, it's getting harder to find, but if you can find this wherever you're at, definitely get it. And that is Old Grandad 114. It is a bottle that is surprisingly underrated. I don't think a lot of people know about it. I don't think a lot of people buy it. It's one that I've found to be just amazing flavor. With it being 114 proof, it drinks so much lighter than that. Again, it's a Jim Beam bottle, and so you're gonna get a lot of that nutty flavor in it, a lot of that caramel. I think you might even get some of that vanilla, cinnamon. Some people get some kind of toasted cinnamon flavor with it. But I just get a nice balance of nuttiness, of oak, of spice, and a hint of that kind of vanilla that smooths it out. And so this is a bottle that if you can find it, it's definitely worth having. It's definitely worth sharing. I think a lot of people will be surprised by it. It's a unique bottle, but one bottle that I think definitely needs to be on your shelf as a hidden gem. And last but not least, number 4 of our bourbon hidden gems is Rebel Cask Strength Single Barrel. Now, this is a bottle that I actually looked at for years, and one that I always wondered if it was any good, and the recommendation by one of the store managers told me, you should definitely buy this. You'll be surprised at it. I bought it, took it home, And man, oh man, was it amazing. This is a bottle that I can't put down. This is actually my second bottle that I've bought. The first one I drank up so quick, it almost became my daily sipper. Again, it's 120 proof, so it definitely packs some punch. So if you're not used to that level, this might be a little strong for you, but it drinks a lot lower. It almost drinks like 100 proof, I think. This Rebel Cask, again, has a lot of this. What I recommend and what I get from the flavor profile is that nice ice cream, that vanilla ice cream with the hot fudge and caramel poured over top of it. That's what I get out of this when I drink that. It is so smooth, so refreshing when you drink it. Just packs a lot of that vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, and caramel over the top of it. Again, it does have some herbal spice, has some of that spice on the back end. Again, it's going to cost you a little bit more in that $50 to $60 range, but it's a bottle that I think needs to be sought after. It is probably one of the top hidden gems that I think you need to find today. So those are my 4 hidden bourbon gems that I think everyone needs to find. Go out and search for one. If you have one already, maybe you agree with me, maybe one of these 4 is on your top list, but hit me up in the comments and tell me what is one of your underrated bourbon hidden gems that you want to share with others. Again, I think the best part about this is finding different bottles, exploring, again, the flavor trails of barbecue and bourbon is what we're all about. And so get out there, find one, try a new bottle this holiday season, and let me know what you think is an underrated bottle. Have a great holiday. Again, remember to subscribe and follow us, and we'll see you again.